Hello everyone, welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward, the game show where everyone hates each other and the points do matter. I'm your host, Mr. 250. Let's continue with our recap. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant that it was possible for everyone to escape. Which I'm sure is all incredibly important information. The secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people, so long as you had the right bracelets. The bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building, or if your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, the needles in the bracelets would activate, killing you. That's about right. Oh, and what is this one last thing? Well, yeah, we knew that. Well, I regret to inform you that we have none of those. No, wait, do we? Oh, I didn't even notice that, did they? Ah, they did. They did. I didn't even notice. Mine changed from red to cyan.
私も同じ水色になってるわ。
私も。あれ？変わってるの色だけじゃないみたいね。ペアとソロの区別もさっきと違う。
Oh man, I thought that we were gonna be stuck with Phi, but it looks like we might not be.
私はソロからペアに、四つ葉はペアからソロになってるわね。
Uh-oh.
私のバングルもペアからソロに変化しています。
わしはその逆じゃ。ソロからペアになっておる。
僕はペアのままだよ。
色は3人とも紫色のようですね。
私は黄色。区別はソロのまま変化なしです。ファイさんとディオさんも黄色ですね。
ああ。
ペアのな。
Wow. So I'm... Wait.
いつの間に変わったんだろう。
Wait. So did I... Let's see. Our Sigma is cyan, right? So we're not stuck with Phi anymore. That's cool. I was worried that we were going to have too much time with Phi.
AB ゲートを閉鎖した時だよ。AB ゲートが閉まると同時にバングルの表示色は自動的にシャッフルされるようになってるんだよさ。それからソロとペアの区別もね。シャッフルの仕方はあくまでもランダム。
Now, knowing the non-Ori game, I'm sure it's not completely random.
特に法則性みたいなものはないんだよさ。
Yeah.
さてというわけでこれにて僕は消えるのだ。もしかしたらもう二度と君たちに会うことはないかもしれない。
Yeah, maybe the dead ones, but I feel like the rest of us would meet you again.
進行役としての僕の務めはもうほとんど果たしたようなもんだからね。
What do you mean?
あとは君たちだけでも十分やっていけるでしょ。
I mean, you weren't the nicest guy, but at least you were someone to talk to.
だから君たちとはもうこれでお別れってことに。
Would almost feel bad if he wasn't running the murder game.
って泣くと思った。バカ。
Yeah.
泣くわけないじゃん。あはー。
What the... You...
まあとにかく頑張ってよ。こっそりとウサバの陰から見守ってるからさ。
I'm always watching.
ほいじゃあまた
Always.
いつかどこかで。Have a nice tragedy!
Thanks. Appreciate it. Well, that was fun.
ゼロの野郎。
Yeah.
実物が存在するならウサギ汁にして食ってやるんだが。
That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
ねえ、そんなことよりもどうするの？これから CD の第一扉が開くまでまだだいぶあるけど。
Yeah, looks like about 42 minutes.
とにかく他に出口がないかどうか探してみましょう。
It's doubtable, but we might as well try.
通風口とかダストシュートとか、もしかしたらゼロの見落としてる場所があるかもしれないし。
Just the idea that he would forget something after putting this much work into it seems incredibly low. I will admit it would be our best chance of getting out of this game at this point, but it is still incredibly low.
賛成です。こんなところでじっとしていても仕方がありません。やれるだけのことはやって、それでもどうにもならなければ例の扉へ。
では別れて探索することにしよう。集合時間は CD の第一扉が開く5分前。場所は同じく CD の第一扉前。ということでいいな。
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Uh-oh. How the heck did I end up here? Why? Why me? Now, I find it interesting that we haven't really questioned why we're here. Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't annoyed anyone, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anyone money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout for me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete, and I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on Earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes. But it was just the one time. Wait, what? And she was the one who went after me. What? What? Okay. That was a rather oddly specific thing. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I'd been abducted and put into the nonary game, I sure couldn't see it. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. Oh man, flashback time with Sigma. What do we got? December 25th, 2028. Early morning, California desert. The moon was beautiful. I just finished writing a paper due that day, and was heading to my car from the research building. The parking lot was empty, and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. The last time I looked at the clock, it had said 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. Wait. Is this... I'm assuming everyone in this game is Japanese. At least, everyone in this game can speak Japanese fluently. And... so what was he doing in California? Did they try to quote-unquote Americanize this? Like they do with the Phoenix Wright games, where they make everyone in California? So, why was I at school, typing away feverishly on Christmas? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to die. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I know the feeling that happened to my laptop. I didn't have time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry. I don't think we should see each other anymore. Why? Goodbye. All I got was that email. Oh no, you shouldn't stay anywhere near this girl. She's a punk. She doesn't even have the decency to tell you in person. Wow. And then try as you might, you couldn't get in touch with her? She wouldn't answer the phone or anything? What a jerk. Of course. Of course. Of course. No, I would never go to that party with her. I'd, stay away from her. She's not a good person. She doesn't have the decency to, tell you in person that she doesn't want to be with you. Oh my gosh. I need to stop ranting. Somehow, I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. At any rate, I'd stayed up all night to finish my paper, and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper, usually is, or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake. Could help as well. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And then 0 appears in your backseat. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. I think your battery's dead, son. You stupid piece of crap! I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. Incidentally, that generally does not fix the problem. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Excuse me. Do you have a moment for me to tell you about our Lord and Savior Ep.6 game? Huh? What? What the heck is this? Why is my car smoking? Probably because you punched it. I clawed at the door, and for a moment, I thought that it was just my panic and a lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Crap. Open! What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rearview mirror, but I was certain there was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. And there was 0. Who's there? Why, it's 0. My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. The last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. And then we found ourselves here, right? Hi there, Phi. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Phi. Good to know. Why does it do that transition of like a screen opening? What is that? That's weird. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. So, I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. Oh boy, where do we want to go? We already investigated the lounge. I'm curious about this crew quarters. We haven't seen it. Crew quarters, dum bum bum. Alright, what do we got going on in here? Oh, this is interesting. Huh. So, these are the crew quarters, huh?
Sigmaか。何しに来た?
I'm here to kill you. I mean, hi. Oh, come on, man. Don't be like that. We aren't enemies, are we?
どうだかな?
What happened to you, Tenmyoji? You've been acting weird ever since we found that lady's body.
そうかの? 気のせいではないか?
Wait, what about this? This is another question. Fi and I were the first ones to find it. What if they think she was in there and then we killed her? They might think that. I didn't even think about that till now. Fine. Let's move on to something else then. You and Quark. Is he your, grandkid?
そんなことを聞いてどうする?
Why? Well, I mean, why do you think? He keeps calling you Grandpa. Of course I'm gonna wonder what the deal is. We all got kidnapped and brought here, apparently for no reason. I'm sure there was, some reasons. Now, they're making us all play some sort of weird game. I'm just trying to find a little meaning in all this nonsense. That's it. So, tell me, Tenmyoji. Are you really Quark's grandpa? Uh-oh. And then someone else. Oh, you two. Clover. Luna. Well, I mean, I was in the hallway. Did you not want me here?
別に悪くないけど、天明寺さんしかいないのかと思ってたから。
このキャビンのある区画には、私と四葉さんと天明寺さんの3人でやってきたんです。それで別れて室内を捜索しようってことになって。
Huh. Makes sense. So, you find anything?
ゼロ。
What? Which one?
もちろん、何もない方。
I need to stop fiddling with the controls. And also, yeah, when you say zero like that, that's highly misleading. What about you? Anything suspicious?
ええ、特に変わったところは見当たりませんでした。まあ、この建物自体が変わったところみたいなものですけど。
Just a little bit. Yeah, you've got a point there. Ooh, is that a cell phone? Or not a cell phone? Gosh, obviously not a cell phone. So why do you think Zero put all these puzzles and stuff all over the place?
そうですね。もしかしたらそれらを解くことも含めてノナリーゲームってことなんじゃないでしょうか。
Really? I thought the Nonary game was a couple of rounds of the AB game. Why would he need puzzles and stuff then? Well, what is the Nonary game then? Why is Zero making us do all this?
これももしかしたらの話なんですけど、例えばどこかの大富豪たちの道楽って可能性はないでしょうか。
There are really rich people that would pay for that type of thing. Entertainment?
そうです。どこかに大金持ちの人たちが集まってモニターで私たちが右往左往する姿を見ながら楽しんでるとか。
なるほど。道楽で人が一人殺されたというわけか。
I mean, you know the Hunger Games exist.
浮かばれんの。
あの女性が亡くなったのはゲームとは関係ないかもしれないじゃないですか。
ありえんな。K が言っていた通り、もしも彼女の殺害がイレギュラーな事態だったとするなら、ゼロウサギが何らかのコメントを発しているはずじゃ。 しかし奴はそのことについては一切触れようとしなかった。
Very suspicious that it wasn't even talked about.
まるで何事もなかったかのようにゲームを淡々と進めていった。なぜか彼女の殺害はゼロの計画のうちに含まれていたからじゃ。そうとしか考えられん。
Or maybe it's all part of the thing to make us think that, when in reality that wasn't how it worked, except for that doesn't sound right at all.
つまりあの老婆を殺したのはゼロボスってこと？
おそらくな。
だとすると閉じ込められた7人の中に殺人犯がいるってことになるね。
We're still assuming that one of us is Zero. Wait, 7?
だって私とアリスはゼロじゃないし。
And why is that? Okay. I'll let the I part go, but you're gonna have to give me a little to convince me Alice can't be Zero.
どうしてって知ってるでしょ？私とアリスが知り合いなの。
2人はどんな関係なんですか？
仲間かな。
And where do you co-work?
とある組織の。
Oh, that's incredibly vague.
組織って一体何ですか？
They work for the organization in Steins Gate.
それは言えないの。
Thanks. What? What do you mean you can't tell us?
言えないは言えないだよ。教えることができないってこと。
Well, thanks for bringing it up.
どうしてですか？
どうしても機密事項なの。
See, that just makes you two seem incredibly suspicious.
だから絶対に口が裂けても言えないんだ。
Oh, come on. Don't give me that. Look around you, Clover. You really think this is the time for playing it close to the chest?
そうですよ、四つ葉さん。もしかしたらその組織っていうのと今回の一件には何か関係があるのかもしれないじゃないですか。
うん、そうだね。私もそう思う。
Yeah, maybe you should.
悪いんだけど私あなたたちのこと信じてるわけじゃないから。もしかしたらあなたたちの中にゼロがいるかもしれ
Oh, I
ないで
can't
しょ。
be Zero. Why would I gas myself?
だから言えないの。どうしても。とにかく私とアリスの話はこれでおしまい。私があなたたちのことを本気で信じてもいいって思えるようになったら、そうなったら教えてあげるよ。私が知ってること全部。さてと、それじゃあそろそろ私は行こうかな。
Thanks for being incredibly vague.
行くってどこに？
さあね、特に決めてないけど。だ
ったら私も行きます。
勝手にすれば。
Okay, bye. Now back to what we were talking about. There she goes. So, Tenmyoji.
わしも四つ葉と同じじゃ。お前さんのことを信じているわけではない。
Well, I'm glad to see we're on speaking terms. In other words, you aren't going to tell me anything, are you?
すまんな。
Well, I left Tenmyoji and headed back to the hallway. There were so many questions I wanted answers to, but it was looking like I'd have to suffer in ignorance for a while longer. Besides, there were plenty of more immediate problems that needed my attention. I sighed and filed my questions away to be dealt with later. I needed to focus. Alright, and looking at her time, we're gonna leave it off here. I feel like when we end up talking to Dio, he's going to be annoying. Even though I like him as a character, he's also slightly annoying as a character. I'm enjoying it a lot, though. I can't wait till we get to the next room and figure out what we have to escape from next. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. You know, another thing, the reason he might be keeping it so close to the chest is that he really doesn't want to be stabbed in the back again. Tenmyoji, because he's only got 1 point right now, and if he loses again, he's dead. So, honestly, it's in his best interest to do Betray, like, from now on, just so he doesn't lose and die. But that's where we're going to leave it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more Virtue's Last Reward. Bye!